Today we are in Petawawa for exercise Starlight Response, where members practice real-world medical scenarios in a field hospital environment. Sergeant Lana Flemmer is going to tell us what it's like to be an operating room technician. Hey Lana, how's it going?
I'm good, how are you?
Great, excited to meet you. So what does an OR tech do in the military?
That is a very good question. We do a lot. If we focus on the OR side of things, we will scrub and we will circulate. Scrubbing means we will hand instruments up to the surgeon. We will retract when necessary. If we circulate, then we're opening up like sponges, sutures, all the rest for the scrub nurse and the surgeon as required. Additionally, we will also sterilize and reprocess all of our own surgical instruments because no one's going to do it for us.
Okay, cool. And why are you out here in the field today?
Well, we're developing a new concept, and this is one of our ways to trial it. We're exercising a forward surgical team in the field, and we're trying to figure out what will work, what won't work, because we will have to eventually deploy this in the future.
Amazing. And when you're not out here, where else may you be working?
So that's a great question. So if I'm at my unit, I'll do mostly admin, and other than that, I'll be in a civilian hospital keeping up my OR skills.
Cool. What's your favorite work environment?
I would say this one when I get to work with all of my favorite people.
Amazing. And what's the coolest procedure you've ever worked on?
I've done a lot of cool procedures, but one of the coolest would be a abdominal aortic aneurysm.
Oh, sounds intense. Okay, I'm super intrigued about the OR in a field hospital. Can you show us what it looks like?
Absolutely, come on in.
Okay, hang on. This is an operating room?
Not only is it an operating room, but it's also a recess and a PACU/ICU.
Wow, and how long would it take you to sterilize this entire room?
Considering it's a dirt floor, never. When we're dealing with less than optimal surgical spaces, we tend to load our patients up with antibiotics and do follow-on surgeries when required.
That is so cool. And where do you work during surgery?
So I can circulate or scrub, but in this type of environment, I most likely will be the scrub nurse assisting the surgeon.
And what kinds of things are you looking out for during surgery?
It's my job to anticipate what the surgeon needs. For example, if he is packing the abdomen, I will make sure I have enough sponges.
All right, it's looking really intense in here. Should we head out?
Absolutely.
All right, Lana, what's your favorite part of the job?
I get to work with an amazing team, medical and surgical.
How about your favorite thing to do outside of work?
So I'm actually from Alberta, so I love to go see my nieces and nephews as much as possible.
Cute. And how did you come to join the CAF originally?
So I worked as a Civvy side OR tech, and at the hospital I worked at, the military would come in and do surgeries on their own members. Fun fact is the person who recruited me is actually our current trade advisor, and I was the very first direct entry.
Wow, that's amazing. What kinds of opportunities do you have in the CAF that you wouldn't have working in the OR in the civilian world?
So exercises like this. Also, I went to Vigorous Warrior in Hungary this year.
Wow, that sounds amazing. All right, Lana, last question. What would you say to someone considering a job as an OR tech?
You get to meet amazing people coast to coast. Also, if you want to experience over and beyond the OR, this is where to do it.
Amazing. Thanks so much for your time today, Lana.
Thank you.